Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. So my name is Muhammad Mustaqim bin Razan. My number matric is D2018-2086-401. So today my friend and I want to share you about the issue education RM15 ringgit from fee. We know all university have given a refund for all students because the pandemic of COVID-19. So all university have their own style of refund the fee to student. So all students can get the refund and can use the money. And we check in media social, all students give a refund above 100 ringgit. But why UFSI give the refund RM50 ringgit? So my friend and I will explain why student UFSI get RM50 ringgit for their refund.
Many parents are particularly affected economically as a result of the implementation of the Movement Control Order (PKP) to curb the spread of the COVID-19 epidemic. Salaries are cut, asked for unpaid leave, and most sadly laid off. When think to blame anyone cannot be because everyone is impressed and has their own burden with the employees or employers. In the current situation, where most teach and learning activities are implemented online, with the permission open distance learning, average physical facility at the university such as on-campus transportation facility hostel cannot be fully utilized by the student. The university should be concerned about this matter, which to some extent cause students to be burdened with the cost of tuition fee. In Malaysia, the latest data of 455 deaths have been recorded, with worldwide 1.79 million deaths, according to the World Health Organization (WHO). Coronavirus is near reality. We have to learn to live with it. No matter how difficult it is, life has to go on, and as long as no vaccine has been found, we have to learn to live in a near normal. This epidemic clearly affects not only the economy but social, including the field of the education. Regular education should be a priority and should not be taken lightly. It is must for students to continue studying for their future. Do not wait until the new outbreak to apply. At the time, it is possible that even the academic certificate is not valid. Continuing learning is a must. Former Youth and Sport Minister Syed Saddiq Syed Abdul Rahman called for the university fee to be reduced after mass operations were stopped during the Movement Control Order (PKP). He said he received complaints from students that tuition fee still had to be paid as usual, even though the average person has returned home and his studies are no longer running. The fees are still the same. He said he received complaints from students that tuition fee still have to be paid as usual. Yearly, he said many students from low-income B40 family are getting poor when PKP follow their parents lost their job and the economy was uncertain. He stressed that the government should not increase their burden with the university fee. They need to think about their welfare. That is an irresistible responsibility. do not let any student have to stop studying simply because of the burden of paying fee during PKP. On May 26, the National Association of Islamic Students Malaysia urges the Ministry of Higher Education to reduce tuition fee at university due to the country economy uncertainty during the outbreak of the COVID-19 epidemic.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi to my lecturer Dr. Noliza. My name is Muhammad Aidi Arif bin Nazari. My metric card number is D2018-208-6390. Today I want to talk about how the university manage the 15% reduction of university student fees. Firstly, for new student or first semester which they want to register to the university, the amount of fees will be automatically reduction of 50%. So they have to pay the rest. For example, if their fees are 1,000 ringgit, so the reduction is 15%, so they have to pay just 850 ringgit only. Next, for the upper semester student or senior student who have met the payment of fees, especially the student who have PTPTNs, their money will be given back to them by time to time. This is because the student who have PTPTNs, their money will be cut off immediately and automatically when they enter the new semester. So when the universities have made the decision, so they have to give back their money to students by time to time. This process differently for each universities because it depends to all universities to manage their payment with their way. For example, we can see in UPSI that the MPP or Majlis Perwakilan Pelajar UPSI has announced the info about the returning of the fees at the Facebook. Based on the announcements, the MPP says they have agreement with UPSI Treasurer to give 50% reduction of fee to students. So the reduction of the fee amounting to 3 million ringgit and above was conducted by 85th time Financial Permanent Community Meeting on 17 November 2020. This process will be admitted by the University Board of Director Meeting (LPU) early December. The announcement says that the returning of the fees to students' account are conducted when the LPU meeting later. So, as student, we have to understand that this process are not easy to handle or to manage because this is about the money. So we have to trust the universities to manage this process because this process is complicated and needs more discussion between board of director and Majlis Perwakilan Pelajar to solve the way to give the money to students' account. So as student, we have to wait, and as soon as possible, we can get our money back later. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Bukhairi bin Jamaldin, nama metrik D2018-208-408. Minister of Higher Education Datuk Dr. Nur Aini Ahmad has announced that the government has agreed to reduce hostel fees and university service by 50% during the 50 July 2020 Assembly. In line with the announcement by the Ministry of Higher Education, the UPSI management has agreed to provide a 50% discount on hostel fees and service for local students at the university. For the question, why only 50% students just get it? Or is there a person for a little bit first and we will get the next payment? Or is it just only 50%? That is the question for all students, especially for students of Sultan Idris University of Education. Various questions have arisen as a result of the controversy over the issue. The students are dissatisfied with the decision that has been made, so that it has caused a lot of criticism and dissatisfied between students and the university, especially for students living outside the college. They consider the action taken by the university to be very unfair with respect to the fee cut, which is said to be more in favor of students sitting in college than those sitting outside the residence. According to newspaper source I have read, what I can conclude is that the 50% fee cut is permanent and will not be raised at all. This is because the reduction in fees for the second semester of the 2019-2020 academic session for Malaysian students has involved an allocation of RM72 million and a total of 523,318 public university students nationwide are expected to benefit from this result. Apart from that, this fee reduction is also in addition to other assistance such as one-off assistance of RM200 to each student of the Institute of Higher Learning IPT under the People Concerned Economy Stimulus Package. This assistance has involved an allocation of RM168.3 million, which benefit for 841,464 students available in Malaysia. Although it looks small, but it gives a million benefit for all students.
The conclusion: Universiti Pendidikan Sultan Idris must tell all students why the student get the refund RM50. This is because student UPSI have very mad and angry for the management of UPSI, because why the student UPSI get RM50 only. Another university have give the refund for student above RM50 like RM100, MM200. So Universiti Pendidikan Sultan Idris must tell the student why they get RM50 only.
Welcome back.